Hello, everybody. Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to Foundry. All right, last episode we put up that wonderful, beautiful solar panel system where we're just jetting out all kinds of beautiful power. And then we also started up a science and got all that done. So now we're on tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of them are nice and complete. That's friggin' awesome. Plus, in between episodes, I finished off the last bit of tier 3 science that we did. So now we got those other things that are upgraded and or unlocked. I mean, so that way we can work on those things today. So in between episodes, I did a few things to make sure that we're able to do today's episode very well. One, I upgraded the base a little bit. I've expanded down here greatly. So this is where we're going to be working today. So this way we expanded our road down to here, finished off a little bit of expansion here, so that way when we start adding more of these productions to sell on outer planets, well, we'll have a nice little area for that here too. Between episodes as well, and I upgraded some of the lines here so that way we can furnish more, and I'll show you exactly what we did. One, I expanded our concrete making factory, so now we have 10 machines here making concrete, so I think we should be good for a little while. If this doesn't furnish because of the the backlog back here is not being furnished, I will upgrade this. I'm just kind of like going with a little bit at a time, but that was the first thing I decided to upgrade. The next thing we upgraded is down here in the lava caves. So we have not one, not two, but 13 of these bad boys rocking and spitting us plates out. So hopefully this little setup here helps us in the future to make plates. It is pretty good. I understand why he made it like this, so it's a challenge to get all your crap. And I managed to find some pretty half decent spots, kind of like stuck together, like 3s and 4s. So it's not that bad. Like it's actually pretty good. I'm okay with this. So yeah, so now we got 13 of these guys down here, but that's not all we did. All right, so the next thing we did here was we made the glass factory quite a bit bigger over here. This is the one that furnishes the fuel cells. This one was very lackluster and needed a big upgrade, so I made a big upgrade, and I have more room for expansion if need be. So I didn't put the new miners on there yet, but if need be, I will go and put the new miners on there. But these ones seem to be furnishing just fine for the moment. Because everything is backed up. And the last thing we did, then over here, I upgraded our technium factory. Right now, like I said, everything is pretty backed up, so it's not really running. So yeah, so now we're crushing more, smelting more. Down here, we're making more of these thingamabobbers down here for the electronics, because we are furnishing 2 lines here. So half of it is going over there to make the cells, and the other half is over here making the chips, right? So we needed to really seriously boost that up, because we're going to be using probably a lot of that stuff today, which is pretty fun. So I'm really looking forward to getting into what we're getting into today. So with that being said, that's all the upgrades I did today. I think I added one more here too as well, for these cells being made. I think we only had 4 and I added a 5th one. Yeah, so that's about it. So let's get into what we're doing today. So just over here, we have a little area that we're going to designate for our construction parts. Now, remember, last episode we needed to build these things and have them in some kind of a storage. Okay. Not exactly how that storage gets built, but we'll work on just start making the construction material recipe first, and having these things pumped out at a half decent speed. And then once we get that, we'll jump over to how we get them into a storage. All right, so we need Thermalite sheets, the steel beams, advanced machinery parts, concrete, and components. That's 5 items. That's pretty intense for one friggin' thing. But nevertheless, we'll do it. Okay, so I put out a few assemblers here just to show what we're going to be doing. So our end product is going to be this. So in order to get that, we have a few things that we needed to construct first. So this is going to be the first part that we're going to, well, we're going to need to construct one of these. But in order to do that, we need these components. And then we also need the electronic stuff. So in order to do that, we need wire. So I think the first one we're going to do is we're going to do the wire one. And we're going to set it up here. And then we'll do the advanced construction part things here. And then we'll loop them around into the next machine where we're going to need the, what is it there? Where we're going to need the concrete and steel beams and that. Oh, wow. Okay, so 3 things are going to have to loop into the next one. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right, let's get on with it. Okay, so pretty simple setup. We pretty much well just got to make the, configure it here. Make these here, and then you can take those, copy them over. Bam. Then this one here, you are going to make the electronic components. That we'll just copy over. Bam. Beautiful. So now you guys are all programmed to do what you want. The exits for the coils are going to come over here, like the wire. They're going to be fed into these ones, and then the main exit for these are going to be on the other side here. This is going to be where all the tubes are going to be going. So this is the one we have to feed from the main line. So we'll do that right now. There you go, and just like that, we are now feeding all the tubes here to make this stuff. That's excellent. Now, is this going to furnish what we're going to be able to do? I don't know. We're going to find out. And if we need to, we'll leave room to expand and all that good stuff. So now let's work on the other ones here. The advanced component one. All right, so this one's another little simple setup as well. So on the front here, we're going to have where the steel is. The front of this one, the second interior belt, this will be the output of this machine right here. And the output of these machines here are going to be this. So we can take that, copy that over, bam. And then those guys will throw those under the belt. These guys will pick them up. Their end product will be these here, the advanced ones. So copy that. There we go. We got 5 of these machines doing that now. Then on the back side, we're going to have where the iron goes. Like the those plates. And then over here, we're going to have the exit of these machines here, and they're going to go wherever they need to go. Is the plan. So now let's put some of these intakes and stuff on them, and outtakes. Now we got all their entrances and exits set up. Let's go get that iron and stuff put in there. There we go. Now we got those little iron plates there heading on in. They'll go do their thing. And the steel's not too hard because it's like right here, right? There we go. And then, oh, if I would connect it, we would be fine. There we go. Beautiful. So now you're going to be making those things there. Now that takes those 2 things off the list here. Now we just got to make the actual stuff. So now we need to bring over the plates and that. So these actually, this ended up being really easy. This should look really nice when it's done, because these are on the side already, and it's just these 2 that actually have to make the journey over the side. So, all right, this is gonna be pretty good, man. It's gonna be really good. There we go. I think that looks pretty nice. We have the steel, we got the bricks, and then we have the plates all coming in. Now we just got to go and loop around the end products of these two and have an output. All right. So we should probably loop around. I like to probably keep the output on that side would probably be the better thing to do, right? Then you loop this one around here, and then you loop this one around here. And then that way you use the 1, 2, 3s. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Very, very good idea. So let's go here. We don't need to keep it too wide. It's not that crazy, right? We'll just put a pin here and keep it straight. This can go to the second last one, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then you can spin around. We'll put a pin in you here. And we'll bring you to the third last one. Just like that. Now, we just got to hook them all up. And then we'll have an exit. The exit, I guess, we'll have it, how we got these ones going? Far. So we'll start the exit on this one right here. And that way we could take that to wherever it needs to go. And I think the next big building kind of is going to go right here type thing. We're going to go from there. Or I might switch it the other way and put the big building closer that way. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, we got to get the exits and entrances to put on this thing. All right, we're going to be making these things right here. So let's copy that and paste. All right, so we got the production set up. I think the one thing that's going to be a massive problem for us is going to be the Thermalite sheets. They require 90 of them in each machine. Like that's crazy. I think I might have thrown some of them in there, like just like inventory wise there, just to get rid of crap that was in my inventory. Possibly, I'm not sure. They might have loaded them up on that too. I don't know. But yeah, crazy stuff. So these are very expensive blocks, very expensive blocks. Anyways, now that we're making them to some degree, anyways, that's production right here is all just to make these things. So let's see what where they go. Oh, I was scrolling down and I discovered that, oh, look at this, construction warehouse. So let's go get 200 beams, 50 of those, 50 and 100. All right, we can go do that. All right, so here is the big ass building. Oh my Jesus Christ. That is pretty big. So, where are the ports? This port seems to be on every side of this thing. So that's a good thing. All right, so we can kind of just keep it back here then, right? Yeah, we'll just keep it down on the down low back here. Bam, look at that. Well, that's cool. That's friggin' cool. All right, so that means we need a loader here. Probably, right? I guess I could just use like one of these. All right. So, is there like a limit, whatever? Oh, there's construction rubble. Okay, so that's when they take stuff apart, I think. And then slowly over time it becomes construction material. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Is there like a max? So like 10, oh, okay, recycling. Okay, 10 items a second, I guess, or whatever. So, okay, there we go. 25,000 is the max in there. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, so now the next thing we got to build, not quite 100% sure, but we do have this on the list, the construction ship. Then we have the transport ship. I'm assuming this might be the next thing. But then if we also look down here at buildings, we have the radio tower that we have to build. And we also have this long range scanner thing that we have to build. So I was thinking if we can maybe find somewhere really nice to put these things. So like I was thinking maybe on top of like the science building or something, once the science is done. Because I think we only got like one more science to go, so maybe I was thinking about like putting another level on top of the science building and adding those two things up there would kind of look nice maybe. So kind of something like this. I would kind of like square it off. I know there's walls and stuff like this in the game, so maybe we might eventually like just wall it off. At least three sides of it, not the front. Just because I like to see things work and run kind of like that. But we'll kind of do something like this and then maybe flatten off the top eventually and then put the radio tower and stuff like that up here. So it looks like you need a lot of lights at night. Maybe with a combination of those and some ground lights you might be able to see more, but like honestly, really, like yeah, I don't know. And then you're gonna have to have so many of these. Like I have them like 5 blocks apart, and they don't light up much on the ground. That's for damn sure. I don't know. I don't know. Then it all depends on like what other building blocks that you got too, right? You got like rafters, and then you got like the concrete blocks, I guess you could decorate with, and some other types of windows and stuff. But I don't know. I just don't know if I'm really digging them, really, honestly, like these lights. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we're going to have a look at the tower and the radar dish thingy. This I'm going to have to find the exact middle because this is going to drive me up the wall if I don't, because I'd like to put it in the exact middle. So you're going to have to give me some time to figure that out, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this in the middle, probably standing up on a little bit of a pedestal in the middle, and then we'll have this one maybe like in front of it, and then yeah, I think that would look pretty smart, pretty sharp too, so let me go find the middle of that, make a nice little platform in the middle here, and then kind of go from there. All right, so now we got the exact middle of this platform, which is very nice, very nice. So I'll take the time to get rid of all of those, build a nice little platform, and we'll go from there. All right, so now we got this like little platform here. So let's see if we can plop this on there. No. What? Placed on a foundation. It is on foundation. Ah, okay. Now I gotcha. So it has nothing to do with the amount that's actually underneath. I think it's just a surface area around the actual thing here. So we're just gonna go something like that. There we go. Now I'm really not sure if there's more to that than, I don't know. Here, I'm just gonna add another one to the front. There we go. Now it looks nice. Okay, so now like what else happens with there's like another part to this? Because that just looks like weird. Alright, anyways, we're just gonna go and plop this thing down next. I wish I knew what the face was. Really did. But we'll give it a little bit of room. Maybe something like this. We'll put that there. And then now we have this stuff there. So, I'm assuming maybe that eventually once I get the other buildings built, that this stuff will come back and get done. Oh, look at that. I forgot a part of the roof. Well, look at our Firmalite plates just trucking along here. Eventually we had about another 10 more down there, we'd have a pretty solid line. But I bet you the second upgrades to those will be pretty handy. We'll have to get those soon. And we're up to almost 10,000 of these things in there. Oh, we're trucking along pretty nicely, everybody. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have all the parts that we need in order to make this happen. Let's find out what this stuff does. Okay, so this one's not that bad for size-wise. How big is that one? That one's pretty big too. Alright, so this is the construction one. I guess we'll put him right next to it. Sounds good. And then this is big. This is big. All right, we'll put him here. We'll put him here. That sounds good. I like that. All right, so now what do these things do? What do these things do? Okay, so we're gonna need some big power for these guys. We're gonna have to get some big power. Okay, so let me bring over some big power, and then we'll get these guys hooked up. All right, so now we have power poles going from all the way down here alongside our production line to here. Let's see if we can just connect these things. So if we go here, I wonder how far are these gonna connect? Like if I do something like this, would they connect? No, because it's probably too far, right? So let me go. Of course, it wants to do a big one. I don't want to do a big one. Let's go halfway, maybe. Okay, halfway is not bad. I should be able to get to you. Yes. All right. Let's see what the max distance I can get here. That won't be so bad. Then I should be able to get to there. Okay. Now, do I continue it from there, or should I just branch off of that one? I'm just gonna branch off of this one. I think that would be probably the best thing to do. I got a rough idea where I can put them, right? And then right here. So if I go here to here, I can go here. What? There. There we go. So now I got power going to these things. Let's check out what they do. So, construction site. No construction site assigned. Alright. Alright. Okay, so that crap that I put up there, did that not count as like a construction site? Or did I have to put that down like after? Or do I have to go over here and... Oh, I think you need something. I think you need one of these. Yes, I think that's what it is. I think this is what tells those things what to do. I'm gonna go check it out. Ah, okay, look at this. I can click on that. Ooh, okay. So that's what, okay, I should be, yeah, I'm directly in front. So we'll just make sure we're in the front. So, radio tower connector. Interesting. Is that like power connector, maybe? Radio tower power connector. Okay. So maybe I'd want to put that in the front because that's where my power is, right? I got power close to there, so maybe a power connector there. What's up here? Mid tower parts. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Okay, so if you wanted it to go higher, you could make it go higher. So you could go sit there and go like this and then put the top on. Oh, that's sexy. So I could just like extend that to like the moon. I wonder if there's a building limit for it. do we do something silly and try to go for how tall it'll let us go? Okay, that's as tall as it'll go. So what if I put a top on that? Okay, so it only does this 1, 2, 3 sections. That's pretty damn tall regardless. All right, and then maximum amount of modules reached. Ah, okay, I'm glad I put that tower thing on there. All right, now let's go start construction. Okay, now what happens? Oh, I see some ships taking off over there. I see some ships taking off. Oh boy. Oh snap. What you doing? Are you guys okay? They all gonna go land over here now and go pick up parts? Okay, that's what they're gonna go do, huh? Like one at a time style? Oh yeah, okay. Alright. There's like 2 landing pads. Like you just And then you guys gotta scrape bottom. Oh yeah, okay, all right. That's I get you. Are you going to the other side now? Is that what you're doing? Gotta get lined up. Oh, all right, all right, all right. I gotcha, I gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. I wonder what the other one does. What are you doing, man? Hmm. Damn, that's gonna be tall, eh? That's gonna be dope. Like, is that with the point on it, or is the point on the top of that? I think that's just with on the point, right? That would make sense. All right, all right. Let's check this one out. While that's doing that thing. All right, and then let's get in front of here, down the ground here, so I'm not wasting fuel. All right, so what the hell is this thing? Scan module. Okay, that's interesting. So these would be power. Okay. So let's put two little puny power things. Okay. And you can only do one. All right. The hell is this? Speed modules. Okay. And what are these? Distance modules. Oh. So I guess you're allowed like one of each, but only one power. So power is going to be coming in. Yeah, I guess. All right. We'll try that. And then your 14,000 construction. I wish I would have checked on how much the other one was. I never even looked. All right. Well, we'll start you two. And then you guys are like construction going away and doing your thing. Oh, look at the drones. Oh, okay. Look at that. That yellow one's up there. And those are his little drones. Ah, that's so cool. Neato. All right. That's dope. One of the drones are going around shooting it and welding all the parts. That's cool. They just kind of like fall inside. Nice. That one looks like it just... Okay, so do they all fall to a certain spot and then these drones kind of like weld them and it becomes like the building or whatever? Kind of looking like that. That's what it's kind of looking like on the inside. Well, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So I'm gonna let that go, and yeah, we'll see what happens when they're all done. All right. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Doesn't that look beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go check this stuff out. I'm gonna need power here, right? So luckily for us, we got power right here. Uh You know, I've been really debating. I just don't want this really big wire going across. I think it would be just easier to do it like this. I think so. And then I got little small ones here. We can go here like that. We got to make it all the way up there, huh? Maybe putting a big one here, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That looks like the middle. Oh, it can reach it. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So what do you do? All right. So you tell me where distant ores are and stuff are, I guess, eh? Start. You're gonna like scan away. You look beautiful and scan, my pretty. Now what's this back one do? Radio tower shut down. Oh no, let's start that up. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, nice. Hello.
Established. We can now access the station management screen from anywhere through our station uplink tool.
Nice. Very cool. So now I got to build a new tool. Oh well, that's pretty cool. Now at least I can like access that from all over the place. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So that was the the intro to our new building stuff that we're going to be doing. That's kind of cool. So I'm happy with that. That turned out like really awesome. Very, very awesome indeed. So I'm going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, peace, take care, and we'll see you next time. Oh boy.